HELECHRYSUM, 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 Clementine, Oh, hey everybody, D.R. Miller here. Glad you could come join us. I want to show you this really special herb that doesn't grow around here like so many of these great herbs do, but I like this herb so much. It's called HELECHRYSUM, and it grows in the cradle of civilization where we all started. So this is one of these herbs, like the CBD, that grew up with us, and our bodies, most all of us, our bodies can really heal with this herb right here. The HELECHRYSUM, it came from a Greek word that meant helios. Helios is the sun, right? The sun. We're doing solar infusion over here, right? The sun is what's extracting these wonderful oils and properties out of these herbs and putting it into this oil that will soon become a wonderful healing salve, right? So the HELECHRYSUM is the sun. The CHRYSOS is the gold, right? The gold. It's the gold of the flowers, but I think it's also the gold of the properties that when we get down to Mother Nature and we find out what she has to offer, it's like gold. It's like, wow, thank you so much. What a beautiful thing. So the ancient Greeks, they worshipped Apollo, and this was Apollo's flower because Apollo's job was to carry the sun across the sky with his chariot. And so they would adorn the kings and the princes and the princesses with this wonderful, beautiful flower. You know, that would be the pinnacle of my career, is if I get to go to the Middle East or to the Mediterranean and harvest this herb over there. They say it just grows wild all over the place. You know, like the St. John's wort and like the willow and like the black walnut and like so many of these herbs do for me over here. It's getting a little windy, so I'm going to pause for just a moment. There, the wind's dying down. It's California, you know. We had an earthquake 2 days ago, had a fire right over here. Yesterday, helicopters flying all over the place, and they got it put out. They really work hard. They went right till sunset. And now today we have this wind blowing over here. Anyway, you know, people don't wear the flowers in celebration like they did back in those times. Well, maybe they do. Actually, I wore yerba buena for my wedding and a little wreath around my head, as did my bride. Maybe we can find a photo of that. They say that HELECHRYSUM is the fountain of youth of skincare, and that it carries this 1-2 punch for taking care of your skin. The first punch is its anti-inflammatory effect. HELECHRYSUM has what's called a CURCUMENE component that comes in with a right hook, and it just knocks out the inflammation that's being caused by the skin damage, by the sun, by radiation, by autoimmune effects, by aging, by the lack of collagen in the skin. It just comes in and it soothes. It's got a unique properties that doctors are amazed at, how it can just soothe where the muscle's spasming, and it takes out the inflammation and it lets the puffiness just go. They call this ability for the tissue to relax spasmolytic esters. That's what this stuff right here has. It just can bring relaxation to those little tiny cells that are in spasm. And so when we get the little tiny cells, because it is kind of magical though. We get those cells to calm down, the whole body can relax, and the shock can settle down. It's all kind of like this PTSD, the shock effect that's going on. And our skins are so, we take in all this abuse with the pollutions, and we just need to allow the skin to relax and return back to its natural, healthy state. The second punch is this really unique property called diketones that is only in this oil that comes out of these flowers right here. See, that's what we're doing. We're solar infusing, and we're just extracting the oils out of these wonderful components that nature's giving to us right here. and we're not letting it get too hot so as to kill off these wonderful, like the diketone effects that these oils have in them. And what this does is it's a free radical stopping program. It just stops those free radicals that are always stealing cells and molecules and atoms away from other ones. They're like little thieves in the night, and it just, boom, it fills in the gaps so there's nothing to steal. And it allows the body to calm down, and then it comes in with antibacterial properties and antiviral properties, and it just allows everything to settle down, and the immune system doesn't need to be hitting it so hard and causing all this inflammation like this wind coming in over here, right? So we're going to take a break again until this wind settles down. We'll be right back. It's true. It's like so often our skin is just in trauma, and all we need to do is use some good herbs and some oils to settle it down a little bit. These diketones, just really, really unique properties in them. I had to bring this over here. What it can actually do as the skin starts to relax is it decreases the wrinkles from the stress, and it takes out the spots from the sun, and it really has that anti-aging quality to it as the skin will tighten up. And Dr. Axe, his famous herbalist, naturalist, he says that it's one of the best anti-acne fighters right here. This flower, anti-acne fighter. They gave me pills to fight my acne with as a kid, and it messed up my teeth. Really, it did. So, I mean, what an amazing thing. Stops the free radicals, and then it works on bruises under the surface. My friend, she said that she had a big bruise on her arm yesterday, and she put some of that salve on there, and that bruise, it just went away. She didn't feel it anymore. What happens when we're bruising is the blood vessels rise to the edge of the skin, just like varicose veins, the redness, the puffiness. And when we give it a chance to stop swelling, this has a natural steroid effect that is not toxic to the body at all. And it reduces the swelling, puts the blood vessels back where they belong, and reinvigorates your vitality for life and gets you looking good at the same time. I mean, that's it, right? Having vitality and looking good? Yeah, that's what we like, right? Ah, darn, there's that wind again. Well, let's just try it now. Just to review. Man, it's really blowing here, isn't it? I hope I don't get blown off this balcony over here. We have a great antioxidant, antifungal, antibacterial, antivirus, steroidal, all in one beautiful flower that is named after the sun and that is worn for the god Apollo. And you can use it. It will be in the salve. I will teach you how to make the salve. Just go down below and click on the link I'll teach you how to do this whole process that I'm in the middle of over here. It's not that complicated, really, if I can do it. That's what my dad taught me. If any person can do it, then I can do it, because I can learn things and you can learn things too. And, if we're not in our life to grow and to accept, to become the person who can accept these blessings that are all around us, that's really our job, right? That's what we're here to do, is to appreciate the blessings of this beautiful, beautiful existence more and more all the time. So God bless you. Thank you for listening and tuning in, and I hope you just have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. Oh, one more thing. Wait, I forgot to say, this is supposed to be really great for soccer moms who are hauling around kids who are kind of getting bruised up and banged, maybe they're playing basketball or football, and sprains, the oil from here can just go right into those bruises, right into if you're older, you might have that arthritis in the knees or something like that. This is just awesome for that. That's why I'm including it in the salve. I had to. You know, it's not local, it's not indigenous to the area, but it's amazing, and I think it's indigenous to the human race. HELECHRYSUM, HELECHRYSUM, HELECHRYSUM clementine. Make our skin so soft and smooth now. HELECHRYSUM while we dine. Ha! Oh, I'm so glad you stayed with me, because here's the best part. HELECHRYSUM contains not CBD, but it contains CBG, which is one of the side components in the entourage effect of what makes the cannabinoid CBD, CBG, CBC, CBA, all those things, along with the terpenes, so powerful. And it's what we're tapping into by using these different herbs that relate to the cannabinoids and can actually work with it. So the CBG is partly where this gets its really powerful anti-inflammatory effect. And the studies are just taking off right now of how this entourage effect is really working. So that's about all I can tell you that I can stand behind right now, but isn't that an amazing thing? The CBD, the hemp plant, comes from that area over there, the cradle of civilization, as does this flower right here. It goes back way before written word. We've been using this flower. It just grew like wildfire. Like, it just grew like wildflowers, you know, like a weed, right? And people used it and they got healthy. So the human race has been evolving with these wonderful herbs for a long, long time. That's why we can just tap into them and use them. It's part of our DNA. It's part of our genetics. We actually have a cannabinoid system within our bodies. Amazing stuff. The world's just opening up to all of us. Anyway, once again, blessings to all of you. Enjoy the day.